A painting is silent. A dance moves bodies, not minds. Music makes no pictures. Words are far from enough. Art does not reach the heart unless it is inspired with a single passion. A passion that the artist seeks like a parched pilgrim. The name Muzaffar Ali belongs to a man of spirit, driven by beauty, of traditions that surpass time and space. A painter, a filmmaker, a designer, a man of words, of music, a seeker of peace, of love. His creative spirit finds a place in art, in attire, in moving images, and in stirring, abiding strains of Sufi thought, scored with passion. Born to Raja Sayyid Sajid Hussain, scion of the Chowda Empire in Gujarat, whose ancestors migrated to Kotwara in Awadh in 1007.
My inspiration as an artist comes from Kotwara, my father's humanist vision, and my mother's compassion for the underprivileged. I was inspired by poetry of the dispossessed. I was moved by human helplessness. I found balance in being able to draw and paint, which gives me strength in all that I do today.
In 1978, Muzaffar Ali made his first film, Gaman, a sensitive treatment of the problem of migration from rural areas to the cities. The film won a Silver Peacock at the 7th International Film Festival in New Delhi, was selected for the Mannheim Film Week in Germany in 1979, and won several awards for music and direction at other film festivals.
When I was shooting Gaman, my lead actress Smita Patil asked me, if you feel so much about the people of Kotwara, why don't you stay and do something? At that time I had no answer, but today I do.
In 1981, Muzaffar Ali completed his most acclaimed film Umrao Jan, a film based on the life of a courtesan in the 19th century Awadh. It won many awards at the 29th National Film Festival, and it also won the prestigious Filmfare Award for Best Director and Music. After 25 years, Umrao Jan still runs to packed audiences within India and continues to be part of important retrospectives in different festivals abroad. The 55th Locarno Film Festival, the Los Angeles Film Festival, the Pompidou Film Festival at Paris, and the Isola Film Festival, Slovenia.
When I was making Umrao Jan, I felt deep within that this film will get into the bloodstream of the people, across all boundaries of religion, region, and nations. It was recreating a fading milieu, visually and emotionally. It was the predicament of a helpless girl in a callous world. It was the capturing of feelings in light and seasons, costumes and craftsmanship, celebration of the poetry of the soul, something that would remain with me forever. It was creating a genre of cerebral cinema.
In 1982, Muzaffar Ali made a feature film Agaman on the sugar cooperative movement in Uttar Pradesh. In 1986, Anjuman, a feature film on the plight of the chicken embroidery craftswomen of Lucknow. This was screened at the Indian Panorama at the International Film Festival in New Delhi, followed by a showing at the Vancouver Film Festival, Tehran Film Festival, Cairo Film Festival, and most recently at the Lincoln Center Festival in New York in August 2002. In 1988, Muzaffar Ali embarked on his most ambitious venture, Zuni, an international bilingual film on the 15th century poetess queen of Kashmir, Habba Khatun. With an international cast and crew of actors, designers, photographers and technicians, this venture was midway through when insurgency in the valley prevented its completion.
Kashmir was a mystical experience. It was experiencing living Sufism that held both the Hindus and Muslims in a firm embrace. It was unfolding of an era hitherto unknown to the mind. It was the music and poetry that celebrated nature and human emotions. It was a journey into a hidden world. The craft was a spiritual manifestation of a civilization. It was a bridge between the people of this landlocked valley and the rest of the world. An experiment to globalize Indian cinema with an international TV.
Throughout his career, Muzaffar Ali has found time for his first love, painting. Art shows in all the major galleries in India have established him as a painter of rare sensitivity. And his love for crafts and craftsmen, which saw the setting up of the Shah Hamadan Center for Design Development in Srinagar, Kashmir, during the shooting of Zuni, produced some path-breaking work in the crafts of the valley, which were exhibited at the Galerie Lafayette in Paris as part of the Festival of India in 1991. Interest in crafts and costumes evident in his meticulous attention to detail in his films Umrao Jan, Anjuman and Zuni motivated Muzaffar Ali in setting up his fashion studio with his architect wife Meera. Kotwara label is now known and recognized in India and abroad and represents the finesse and elegance of style that combines traditional craftsmanship and contemporary fashion. It provides a source of livelihood for the community, where a movement, Dwar Pe Rozi, brings work for traditional women embroidery workers to their doorstep. This initiative includes rural education, weaving, embroidery and styling. In the more urbane milieu, Muzaffar Ali's talents and interests have found expression through live stage shows like the Jashn-e-Awad, Jam-e-Ishq, Tajalli and Jahan-e-Khusro. Jahan-e-Khusro is an annual international Sufi music festival that is the highlight of the Delhi cultural season. It brings together, in a magnificent celebration, Sama, the finest exponents of Sufi music from around the world in a setting in the medieval ruins near the Dargah of the Sufi saint Hazrat Nizamuddin Aulia. In 2001, Muzaffar Ali directed an Indo-French opera, The Fakir of Benares, written and performed 80 years ago in Paris. This was a novel attempt to present an Indian theme through the Western art form, the opera.
For me, global oneness is the theme for the future. Coming together of global talent to reach the world. As a Sufi artist, art is my prayer, and filmmaking the most evolved and sacred art form. Rumi is such a journey to ignite hearts and to be ignited oneself.
The most illuminating event of Rumi's life was his meeting with a wandering dervish, Shams of Tabriz, who profoundly influenced him and epitomized for Rumi the oneness of the lover and the beloved and the perfect oneness of God and man. Rumi's literary output, as stupendous in magnitude as it is sublime in content, consists of a very large collection of mystical odes. In Rumi, the Persian mystical genius found its supreme expression. The influence of his thought and his language is powerfully felt through all the succeeding centuries. To the West, now slowly recognizing the magnitude of his genius, he is fully able to prove a source of inspiration and delight not surpassed by any other poets in the world's literature. In a world torn by hatred, violence and despair, Rumi's message can bring a healing touch, a deeper understanding of the oneness of man and the oneness of man and God. The medium of film is a powerful tool that can reach out in love and peace to the hearts and minds of people all over the world. In his effort to achieve this goal, Muzaffar Ali is seeking partnerships and collaborations, all those committed to these objectives. Artists who have the gift to reach out to millions, technicians whose artistry in the language of sound and light can create magic, institutions and organizations who can bring a bright and prosperous future in the business of the heart, and finally, countries and nations who aspire to the making of a humane and peaceful world.